why dental, vision, and hearing is so important, which is it's not covered by Medicare. I feel like we all probably know this. Obviously, Medicare is only covers things that are deemed essential for whatever reason. Dental, vision, and hearing isn't deemed essential for the most part. There are a few things that it will cover. Part A will cover dental services if you're admitted to the hospital, but you can't rely on that because honestly, at that point, it's very much an emergency. So basically no coverage by Medicare whatsoever. There's not going to be any coverage by Medicare supplements and very, very limited coverage by Medicare Advantage plans. Standalone plans are always, always, always going to beat any sort of Medicare Advantage coverage. Just assume if they don't have a DVH plan, if they don't have dental coverage, your clients, then they don't have any coverage at all. Let's see, every once in a while, Part B will cover things like eye exams, but that's only if you're a high risk for certain eye diseases and stuff like that. They'll cover things like glasses after cataract surgery, but they won't cover the cataract surgery. Very random things like that. So again, if you are not providing them dental coverage, vision, and hearing, just assume that they don't have it because they essentially don't.
Yeah, basically, as I've told my clients, you're probably not going to get your tooth pulled in the ER room, and so Medicare will not touch it. The only time Medicare will touch dental if it is deemed a medical emergency. And paying for eating too many cupcakes is not deemed a medical emergency. Being able to read the menu at a restaurant is not deemed essential because, you know, they could just tell you the menu, I guess. I don't know. So regular glasses, like Sadie said, are not covered. Neither is any teeth things whatsoever. Because guess what? You technically don't need teeth to survive. You just drink milkshakes. You know, that's fine. But all these things your clients need to know. Even if you know that this person isn't going to buy dental insurance, or for some reason they tell you off the bat, which would be weird when you walk in their home or start the conversation on the phone that I hate dental insurance, they still need to know that this isn't covered because if they don't know the limitations of Medicare, including dental, vision, and hearing benefits, is it the client's fault for not knowing, or is it your fault for not informing? And I promise you, every single time the client will blame you, saying, we met, we sat together, I told you my concerns, you were supposed to educate me on Medicare, and now I have a $900 dental bill because I thought it was covered by Medicare, and you didn't correct me even though I didn't ask. So you will always be on the losing side of that argument. So it's your job not to only inform what policies they should have, but also the limitations regardless what coverage they're getting. I should warn, I'm in charge of slides, so if the slides go slow, it's 100% my fault.
Also, Paul asked, just wants to clarify, I did say Medicare doesn't cover cataract surgery from my knowledge. That's right, Mike, right?
If anything's deemed medically necessary, they will. So if you need cataract surgery and it's required, yes, they will cover it. Quick story, when it comes to deemed necessary, I had a client in Gardner, Kansas. She was grossly overweight. I mean, there's overweight, and then she was like 3 pounds from my 600-pound life. So very, very big woman. And she needed to get surgery on something internal, obviously. I don't remember what it was, but she got approved for gastric bypass surgery, which is never covered under Medicare because if she didn't get the surgery, she would pass away. And they went ahead and, very good, Brian, they went ahead and approved the surgery because it was medically necessary for her to get the other surgery. So if it's medically necessary, yes. Elected surgeries like, you know, getting your eyes done because you want to be prettier, obviously not.
Right, exactly. And so rolling into our next point, which kind of ties into the last slide, it's on the scope of appointment. So they're saying, hey, this is important, get this coverage, bring up this conversation, but they're not covering it. So that brings you into play. This is great. Obviously, you don't need a scope of appointment to have this conversation, but they are telling you, this is the government telling you, hey, have this conversation, sit down with your client, have this conversation. This is important.
Yeah, I remember back when the scope of appointments first came out. Before it was the Wild West. You get in front of a client, you could talk about anything, offer them anything you want at a Medicare Advantage appointment, whether it be final expense, you could offer them annuities, you could offer them cancer plans, no problem. Then the scopes came out and everyone's like, well, I'll show you, I won't sell anything. And that's obviously the wrong attitude to have. If the government says we're going to limit what you can do, but we're going to let you do these things, take full advantage of that. Please do, because again, it's on the screen. And yes, the scope is blurry because we had to blow it up to fit the slide. But I'm sure we've all seen scope of appointment forms on, in person or online or some fashion. If you haven't, let us know. We'll send you one.
Alrighty, so the next one, this is essential for everyone. This is kind of a two-parter, but the first part is everyone needs to see, everyone needs to hear, everyone needs to eat, right? I like doing all of those things. I want to be able to do that even whenever I am 65 and older. So super essential, even though it's not covered by Medicare, there is a need for it, and that's where you come into play, as we've been saying. Dental health is directly tied to overall health. Unfortunately, I have seen this firsthand. My grandmother, on my mom's side, she passed away. She was very, very healthy, farm girl her whole life, basically only ate what was from the farm her whole life, died in her 70s. Otherwise, from this, a very healthy woman, died from heart complications directly tied back to dental issues. So it's very, very important. A lot of times, whenever it reaches that point, it's too late. For her, it was too late. So there's definitely a need for it, not just because of your teeth itself. Dental health is tied directly to overall health as well. So if you're protecting their teeth, then if they're protecting their teeth with the coverage that you've offered them, then they are also playing a big part in all of their overall health as well. There, you can find this statistic on the CDC website. There's data from the National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey that ran from 2011 to 2012. It said about 1 in 5 adults aged 65 and over, so people who are eligible for Medicare, they had untreated tooth decay. 1 in 5. That's insane. And then also, I didn't write down the exact numbers, but a lot of them had just like complete like dental loss as well. No teeth. If people can't afford it, they're not going to get it, no matter how important it is. So it's important for you to come in and help them with that as well. Mike, do you have anything to add to that?
Well, I'll just say, is dental insurance important to your clients? How do you know? You're not there to assume what's important to your clients. You're there to ask and build a comprehensive care package for them to make sure that they're covered in retirement. So if you're not asking is dental important, then maybe one, assuming it's covered, and maybe it's not worth talking about. If you're the expert on bringing it up, it must be covered. So I'm not going to worry about it. The other thing is, if they had dental insurance on their group plan for the past 15, 20, 30 years, it's probably important to them. So if you're not saying dental's available, again, the assumption is always going to be your fault as the agent, as the expert. So I've had dental insurance for 20 years. I get to Medicare. That doesn't mean my teeth magically fix themselves and I'm good to go. I need dental insurance, and I never had to ask before because Karen in HR always just told me dental insurance is $3 a week. Sign here, press our 3 copies. Well, they don't know what to ask, and that's where they're coming to you. So more of the story here real quick. Don't assume your client's needs. Don't assume they know what Medicare covers. And I know that last point, the extra income for you as an agent. Yes, dental plans have the least commission probably of any product we offer, but it does give you a commission, first off. Second, it gives you a client, because right now when we are in lockdown, i.e. we're out of AEP, we're out of OEP, if you come across somebody that has a Medicare Advantage plan with limited dental, maybe they have 2 cleanings and an exam every year and that's it. So if they need an extraction, a bridge, a denture, anything else, they're 100% out of pocket. You can't sell them anything. Or the core products, I mean, you can't sell them another MA plan that maybe has a little better dental coverage. You can't sell them a Med Sup because they can't get out of the Part D plan that's tied into their MA plan. But you could offer them a dental plan, and that gives you a client. So when AEP rolls around, it's a client. It's no longer a cold call. This is a great way to build your book of business. Yes, very small commission wise, but gives you greater opportunity down the road when you do have further needs.
And that kind of takes us right into our next. That kind of takes us into our next point, which it's easy to sell. It's going to be a fantastic first cross-selling product. Medicare Advantage and Medicare supplements, they keep your lights on. But as an agent, and this is kind of broad, this is information for all ancillary products. This isn't just DVH, but DVH is awesome, great first selling product. If you only are doing Medicare supplements and Medicare Advantage, you're only doing the bare minimum right now. You're not going to see your business grow. So DVH, dental, vision, and hearing is awesome to dive into that and start growing your business through ancillary. Awesome first product. And then also you can sell it off of the brochure as well. It's really easy to understand. Everyone understands that they need to see, hear, and eat. Easy to understand, which means it's going to be pretty easy to sell as well. It's pretty self-explanatory, and you can sell off the brochure, which is huge. That's one of the reasons why it makes it such a great first cross-selling product as well. Also, kind of diving back into the group insurance, 88% of all group plans offer dental. So whenever they're coming off of, that's a great conversation to have with those who are coming off of their group coverage. Hey, did your group insurance have dental? If they've already had dental insurance, which statistics show they probably already have, then they will want to continue that as well if they're used to having it. And let's see. And if you offer it and they don't buy it, that's on them. That's not on you. You always just want to make sure that you're offering that, especially since it's such a essential thing to have covered.
I realize that people telling you should sell more things can be kind of overwhelming. You know, you've got to explain Medicare Advantage plans, which can be very complex. You got to explain Medicare supplements. Still easier, but most people, you have to remember, never bought health insurance. They've always been handed health insurance from, again, Karen in HR is always saying, here's your group benefits, sign here if you want them, sign here if you don't. That's it. They don't have to shop. They either go on their spouse's benefits or the significant other or wherever they're dating or married to, or they're just signing the piece of paper that Karen in HR gives them. Now they're in Medicare and they have to make these decisions on their own, hence you're the agent. Part D, vastly complex. I mean, how many eye rolls and confused looks do you get when explaining Part D? You switch the gears over to dental and it's, here's your preventive stuff. First year it's this, second year it's this. Here's a little more comprehensive. Here's the holy cow stuff that's gonna hurt. That's it. That dental is the easiest product to explain, like Sadie said. It's all there on the brochure, the rates, the waiting periods, what they cover, and it's simple. So give your clients a little break and say, hey, you know, this is easy. You're going to use it. It looks almost just like the corporate benefits you're leaving. There's no reason you should not be selling dental. I gotta keep pressing the button. Sorry. There we go.
You're fine. Alrighty, plans. We're kind of going to just do a broad overview. We're not going to dive too deep into each of these plans. These are probably the top 3 plans that we would recommend. But if you have any questions about those specific plans, please call in a senior marketing specialist. They're going to be able to help you figure out what plan is going to be best for your clients. And then also for your area, all that good jazz. So we're just kind of going to do an overview of plans in general. Premiums won't differ much at all between carriers. So what we recommend from senior marketing specialists, we recommend that you pick one and you learn it and you sell it. Don't try to bring a bunch of different plans on. You just want to pick one solid one, which our outreach team can help you do, and then learn it and sell it. And the thing about dental, vision, hearing is, like we said, they're really easy to sell. You can sell off the brochure. Your clients are going to understand it pretty easily, so there's not too much to learn from it. So it's all about just picking the right plan, the right one plan to offer your agents, or I'm sorry, to offer your clients. Let's see, vision riders are also a thing. Not all plans are necessarily going to cover vision and hearing. Most of them, I wouldn't say most of them, a lot of them are going to have they're going to be just dental plans, but look out for plans that also have vision riders and hearing riders and have all those sort of extra coverages as well. So let's see. These are, I asked my friends from our outreach team, and they gave me 4 main plans that they would recommend. One of them we're going to give kind of more of like an honorable mention. I don't have that on there. But the 3 that they recommended were the Central United Life, which is Manhattan Life. Same company. That's going to be the first one there. That one's probably going to give you the best coverage overall. Also Ameritas as well. They're big fans of Ameritas, and also the Mutual of Omaha plan as well. And then the honorable mention they gave to Aetna. Aetna's not necessarily going to have the best coverage for vision and hearing, but it does have that name brand recognition. And with Aetna, if you contract with one of their ancillary products, you get all of them. So that's one reason why they wanted to make sure that we mention that as well.
Yeah, Medco is another big company out there that we offer as well. And I will say this, like Sadie said, find one you like, because there's really 2 avenues when it comes to dental plans. There's the reimbursement, and then there's the network. The reimbursement's nice because there's no networks. You go there, and more than likely the dental office is going to file the claims for you, and they're going to grab the money on their own. But there's, as you can kind of see on here, let me highlight it real quick. You can see right there, it says, where did no networks go? I just saw it and I lost it. But anyway, it says there are no networks over here. So that's nice, especially if in a rural market, because if you don't have a lot of dentists to choose from, you may be, and there's not a great, following for dental plans out there, you may want to go the reimbursement. There it is. Choose your dentist, no networks. But if you're in a more urban area, like a major metropolitan, Kansas City, St. Louis, Chicago, Miami, Houston, etc., you may want to go the network route, because here's a true story. Right before COVID hit, I was lined up to go get some dental surgery actually. And we have dental insurance here at Senior Marketing Specialists. The bill was going to be $4,000 to do it all. Was if I walked in, pay out of pocket. But applying my insurance gave me right off the bat a $1,000 discount. So if you're only thinking, well, it only covers $1,000 or $1,500, those network discounts can add up really quick. So my $1,500 benefit turned into a $2,500 benefit with the additional discounts, which, you want to knock off $1,000 off my bill, please do, because I don't want to pay an extra $1,000. So don't think, well, it's only $1,500, because those network discounts can really add up. The maximum yearly benefit is typically $1,000 or $1,500. Most plans give you an option. Obviously, $1,000 benefits will be cheaper in premium because it's covering less. $1,500, a little more expensive. And again, the pricing is going to be similar. You're going to be spending about $35 a month for your average senior. Again, that all depends on what plan they pick, how comprehensive it is. So where you live in the country, what's available in Las Vegas is very different what's available in New York City. So that's why we're on a national call like this. It's hard to pin down which one you should go with. I know Medico has a very slick e-app system. You can sell iPads, you can do a lot of these things. So it really depends on what's your selling style and what would you sell to your grandma. That's why I've always told agents, if you're comfortable offering your own grandmother this policy, you should offer it to all your clients. As simple as that. I was really big on the no network for a long time because it was just easier to sell. It was easier for me. And then I learned that, you can get network discounts. I switched gears to network because I was in Kansas City, but no one ever explained that to me. No one ever said, don't forget about network discounts. So now you have a leg up on the competition who's thinking, I'm going to do no networks. Don't just limit yourself. So talk to our outreach team and say, hey, here's where I live. Here, I got a lot of dentists by me. What do I do? Or talk to your own dentist. Go in there and say, hey, I'm offering dental plans. What do you guys accept? And then you could start selling. Or if you see a common dentist, like here in Columbia, Cherry Hill Dental is very big. So I want to make sure I'm offering a plan that's going to offer them because they have the bulk or line share of people going to see them. So again, it's very, very personal and very geographical decision that you have to make when it comes to adding dental vision hearing plans. It's also important to note that's an aggregate benefit. So if I spend $1,000 on hearing aids, I may only have $500 left for dental. So it's not like you get $1,500 per benefit. It's an aggregate, meaning it's just one pot and you can take out of it however you want. So let's keep rolling. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing here. My hold music. There we go. All right. What's next, Sadie?
Alrighty, what's next? So there are kind of three main things that can shoot you into this DVH process. First one is choose your plan. We have a whole team at Senior Marketing Specialists that can help you figure out what plan works best for your client base and also what area you're in. So what we were just talking about, we can help you figure out what plan you would sell to your grandma. So figure out what plan you want, one plan, learn it well enough to sell it, which isn't that hard because you can sell right off the brochure, and then offer it. And then not only will that just help you with DVH, that's also going to help you with kickstarting all of your ancillary products if you're not already selling them. So choose your one plan. Next thing is order your supplies, get all that you need so that way you can offer those to your clients. And the third is start marketing it. Mike, what do you have to say about the marketing for DVH?
I would say for marketing, you got two avenues here. You've got prospects and you got clients. Prospects, you're just going to add it to your fact-finding conversation. You know, when you're talking to your clients and you're fact-finding, you know, what you have, what you need, how long you lived here, yada, yada, yada. You could simply ask, and this is my favorite question, by the way, for cross-selling in general, is when you had group benefits, what did it look like? Even if they've been retired for a couple years, that's fine. Because if they tell you I had a dental plan, I had life insurance, and I had an accident plan, you could say, well, are those any plans that are important to you right now? And then you're going to find out what's important to them. So again, you're taking your assumptions off the table and building a plan that's relevant to your clients. And that's what you should be doing as an insurance professional. So current prospects, when you're on the phone with them or face to face with them, once we get to that point. And by the way, we were talking about this. We think face to face is actually making a big comeback because everyone's sick of doing Zoom calls. So don't think that face to face is dead. Face to face may actually have a big resurgence with people actually wanting some actual human interaction. So add that to your fact finding. For current clients, whenever you add a new policy to your portfolio, it's a great time to do a marketing campaign. Both you could do a mail campaign where you could draft a letter. You don't have to use a mail house because you know your name and your agency should carry some weight with these people. They should know who you are. So when you send a letter, they should open it up, and then you can follow up with a phone call. Hey, a lot of my clients have been asking about dental benefits. Well, we added a great new product, blah, 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 however you want to word it. And then you can do a social media campaign with images and, you know, friend or check the company you're representing on Facebook and social media. Whatever they're posting, you can typically share with free of copyright guidelines. Last but not least, if you want to start marketing and getting in more in front of more people in general, every mail house I've ever talked to, Lead Concepts, for example, have said that the best returns are always from dental mailers. So if you want to get in front of more people that want information, send out a dental piece. Your typical Medicare changes piece pulls maybe 1.5%. Dental ones they could pull as far as 5, 6, 7%. So you can quadruple your lead return. And yes, you're kind of shoehorning yourself into a dental conversation, but naturally, what are you going to ask when they have a conversation about dental? Well, what's your other insurance? What do you have? How's it going to work with this? We need to know that as professionals. So you're opening up the door to other potential sales. So fact finding, campaign your current clients, and I would be dumping mailers saying dental benefits available in this area all day long.
And don't forget, we also have a whole accounts team here at Senior Marketing Specialists as well that can help you set up a marketing plan if you so wish. They would love to help you out with that.
Exactly.
So that's what we mainly have for today. If you have any questions, please go ahead and put them in the box. We'd love to chat with you about those. Let's see. You will be getting an email right after this. It's going to have the recording in it, and then it'll also have a white paper for you as well. Please feel free to call into Senior Marketing Specialists at any time, 800-689-2800. We'd love to get you set up with our outreach team. We'd love to get you set up with our accounts team. And any questions you might have, we would love to discuss them with you. Get all those things sorted out as well. And then if you have any questions, you can also shoot me over an email. It's sadie.frazier@smsteam.net.